The most controversial verses of the Quran, even among Muslims themselves, is verse number 3 in Surah An-Nisa. فَانْكَحُوا مَا طَابَ لَكُم مِّنَ النِّسَاءِ مَثْنَى وَثُلَاث وَرُبَاعَ فَإِنْ خُفْتُمْ أَلَّا تَعْدِلُوا فَوَاحِدَةً أَوْ مَا مَلَكَتْ أَيْمَانُكُمْ. Marry women of your choice, 2, 3, or 4. But if you are afraid you will fail to maintain justice among them, then content yourselves with one, or those bond women in your possession. The problem here is not about monogamy or polygamy. It is far beyond that. In this verse, God is legalizing sexual affairs for men. He commands that a man can marry 2 or 3 or 4 women as long as he can maintain justice among all of them. Otherwise, if a man cannot justify multiple wives, then he has 2 options. He either marries only one woman or sleep with slaves in his possession. The Arabic term malakat aymanukum literally means those women you owned with your mighty hands. Women captured in wars or brought by money in slave markets. If you cannot justify polygamy, treating all your wives equally, then marry only one, or otherwise don't marry at all. Just please yourself with 6 slaves you own. To be honest, I'd rather take this as a human law than a word of God. It is much more problematic, to be honest, if you think that these words are God's law.
It's here for me, ciao. Greetings, family. Peace of Christ be with you all. Okay, please share this video for us. Invite people, tag people, and in case my voice is not coming clear, please let me know in the comment section. Okay, please let me know. I came live this evening, specifically, actually because of a video I posted this afternoon or this morning. Right, it was about Christian Prince, who was enlightening or educating a Muslim brother from Egypt who didn't know certain things or certain rules in his religion. So Christian Prince was educating him, and this is the video. This is the video, right? In this particular video, it is already on my page on Facebook, right? So if you want to watch the video, you can watch it there. I posted this video, and it says Islam teaches you can have sexual intercourse with your daughter, right? That is what that's what you can see on the screen right there. And this is something Christian Prince said, and then he proved it according to Islam, in the teachings of Islam. He gave references, and then he gave he's not like making things up, right? But still, some people blame me, they blame you for putting out the sources of Islam. I don't understand this logic. Most of the times, you will see a Muslim saying something about Christianity which is not even in the Bible, which is not even accepted by Christians. We Christians don't accept this, but they are still using it upon us. They will say, okay, Rebecca was 3 years old. Rebecca was 3 years old when she got married. Where is that in the Bible? We don't find it anywhere. Oh, Mary, the father, Mary was 9 years old or something like this. They keep on saying things it is not even found in the Bible. Things that we Christians don't even accept. And they will be shoveling it on, they will be putting it on us. We don't even accept this, but they still keep on saying, this is what you believe. Look at what you're seeing. We don't believe this. But meanwhile, when you come out and you give to them their own sources, authentic sources, which they themselves accept, and then they say, why are you spreading falsehood about our religion? You see the difference? We are showing them their own sources that they accept. They call it falsehood. They say we are spreading falsehood. They bring falsehood which we don't accept, and they think it is okay. The double standard is amazing. Let me show you. So this video, I'm not going to play it right now, right? Because I've already posted it. But I want to show you the page where the sources come from. So if you're a Muslim watching, don't blame me. Don't blame Christian Prince. Maybe you should blame the religion that you are following, because the sources is not, they are not from a Christian page. And this page is from Saudi Arabia. This page, this particular page, right? It is from Saudi Arabia. Quran.ksu.edu.sa, Saudi Arabia. That is a Saudi Arabian page. And we all know that Saudi Arabia, Saudi Arabia is not going to post anything falsehood about Islam. We all know Saudi Arabia is not going to post anything false or fake about Islam. No, everybody knows. So according to this page, it is an authentic page too, and the source is coming from Al-Qurtubi. Al-Qurtubi is one of the, is a scholar. We see he's a scholar, and he is explaining Quran chapter 25, verse number 54, the tafsir of this Quranic verse. And according to this Quranic verse, if you have a daughter outside of marriage, right? If you have a daughter outside of marriage, and in the video it stated clear, outside of marriage, if you have a daughter outside of marriage, yes, you can have, because it is not considered as your daughter because it is outside the marriage. And this daughter, you can still have relationship with her. That is what our code to be is saying. This is not what I am saying. This is not what a pastor is saying. This is not what a preach. No, this is what your own sources are saying. So why do you blame me? Why do you say I am lying? I don't get it. Maybe you should check your religion first, right? Amazing. So this is the source, right? I'm going to try to put this in the link, because whenever, I don't want anybody to accuse me. If I say something which I believe to be correct, that's why I will post it. And then it turns out to be wrong, I will apologize, because I am also a human being. I don't always have to be correct. But if I post something which is clearly authentic, which is clearly accepted in Islam, our Qurtubi is not a mini scholar. He's one of the major scholars in Islam. Our Qurtubi. This page is from Saudi Arabia. But when we post from your most authentic pages and you are still blaming us, I don't get this, okay? Case here. When I posted this video, I just want people to know what it is in Islam. That is why I said Islam teaches. I didn't say the Quran. I never mentioned say the Quran said. I said Islam because it's broad. Islam is huge. A lot of things that Muslims do which is not found in the Quran. So I never said Quran said. And in the video too, it says in the video, Christian Prince clearly said a daughter in marriage is, you cannot. Quran said daughter in marriage, you cannot touch her. But this verse is specifically saying outside of marriage, outside marriage. So if you in Islam, what I already know from Muslims or from some people is that if you have a child, right, outside of marriage, and the womb, if you have a child outside of marriage and you die as a parent, as a father, this child will not inherit anything from you unless you yourself, before you died, you wrote a will and you left him something. But if you die and then you have properties, because this child is not, you didn't give birth to him in marriage, right? And it was outside of marriage, he's not like counted as your child. If they are sharing your properties, your inheritance, he is not going to get anything. So that is what I know about. A Muslim told me. Let me say it like this, right? So let's go back to the. I'm not lying. So I wasn't lying about your religion. I don't want you to lie about my religion. I am giving you at least references from pages that you accept, references from your scholars that you accept. So if you say something about Christianity, bring me a reference from at least a scholar or from the Bible, which I accept, right? Okay. So we will move on to and if you want to call in, you can call in to, let me put down the number there. Okay, let me put out the number. And then if you want to join, you can join. I don't know how long I can stay today, right? Because I have my baby phone right here. I have a baby phone right here, okay? At any moment, maybe I have to get up and go. If as soon as my baby starts crying, and I will get up and go. I have to, okay? But no worries. Maybe God willing, she's going to she's going to sleep well at the moment, right? We have some time. Okay, so this particular video is coming from this our Christian brother page, seasoned apologist. Okay, seasoned apologist. You can check this page on Facebook. Please check the page and follow it, okay? Because they are also doing a lot of good work over there, spreading the gospel and the good news, trying to refute the lies of some of these Muslim propagandas or Muslim preachers who lie about the Bible or give false information. So try and follow the pages, please. If I post any page here on this page, and you follow this page, please try and follow that page too. Okay, try and follow that page. A lot of people, they are risking a lot. You see, they are risking a lot trying to spread the gospel. So try and follow them, right? Please. So I think I've posted the link. Have I? Let me see one more time. Okay, the telephone number is right there on the screen. So if you want to call, you can call in, right? And then I'm giving out the link to the link so that if you want to join, you can join in. Okay. Ramil says shalom. Greetings, Ramil. Okay. So the link is out there. I've posted out the link. You can also pick the link and join us. Okay. So let's move on to the topic for today is Dr. Zakir Naik, right? One of the Muslim apologists out there. I think he came to Nigeria, or he is still in Nigeria. I don't really know, right? Doing what? What is his work? Every time it is the same thing. It hasn't changed ever since. He is refusing to debate or to meet with somebody knowledgeable, to be one-on-one. Dr. Zakir Naik is only like appealing to the audience. So when he comes and he has a crowd full of Muslims, so whenever he starts like saying things, or whenever he needs the backup of the people. So like if you are an individual person who comes around and then he is there with a crowd of Muslims, they can shut you down. And they can shut you down because if he speaks to you in a way, if you try to speak back, and it will seem like you are trying to challenge him, and then they will put you aside. That's the mentality. So he never wants to sit down with somebody knowledgeable, which will be like one-on-one, so that the person will like go get with him directly. He doesn't want that. That would be a very bad zone for him. He wants the comfortable zone among the Muslim brothers and sisters, right? That is where he wants to be. So this Christian brother came to ask him a question about the Quran, a verse in the Quran. According to this Christian brother, he was about to become a Muslim, or he was befriended with a Muslim whom, according to him, this verse particularly bothered him so much he couldn't convert to Islam. So he wants the answer from Dr. Zakir Naik. Dr. Zakir Naik was trying to play smart on him, as I'm saying, because all the crowd over there, they are Muslims. So when he starts speaking in a certain tone, a certain way, the crowd will cheer him up. And then you yourself, the one asking this question, you may be a little bit nervous. And I know this feeling because whenever you go to some Muslim platform and you are alone, and if you don't take care, even if you are saying the truth, even if you are saying the correct statement, they can make you panic or you start getting nervous because the way they will speak to you, right? But this Christian brother, he did well. Let's listen to Zakir Naik and the conversation here.
And we have the next question from the brother.
Hello.
Are you a Christian, brother? Are you a non-Muslim?
I'm a non-Muslim.
Okay, what's your name and your profession, brother?
Okay, my name is Benson Sunday, and I'm a software engineer. Okay, my question thus.
Can you hear?
I'd like to give a little background of my question, if you like, which is that I should also be a Muslim today.
So this brother is a Nigerian, a Christian. He said his name is Benson. Benson, greetings wherever you are. Thanks for going there, and you have given us a lot of hope. People have seen, based on your question and the answer that he gave you, based on the question that you asked, you are trying to ask, and the answer that you gave you, people with clear hearts, people with who wants the truth, we all saw it's clear. Okay, let's see. And I'm going to show you the references from.
If not for this question that is not answered. And what is the question? The question.
Sorry. Can you repeat again, brother?
Okay.
Can you say a bit loudly and slowly? I think the speakers are not good yet. It's not your fault. It's the fault of the speakers.
Good.
Can you repeat the question?
I said, in the year 2008,
Let me, brother.
in
Yes.
the year 2008, probably I might have been a Muslim.
In the year 2008, you might have been a Muslim.
But because of this question that I could not get an answer for,
Okay.
and maybe some other one, but this was a very crucial one for me.
But now if you get the answer, you'll become a Muslim, inshallah.
Just wait. If you could answer it, no problem. And the question goes like this.
What is the question, brother?
The question is that being a Christian, I discovered to go to paradise is just to believe in Jesus Christ and follow him and you get to paradise. Now, but after a friend bought me a Quran in 2007, 2008, and we start reading, I found out in some references that all Muslims will first of all go to hellfire and be born in hellfire before
Sorry, can you repeat all Muslims will?
all Muslims.
Can you keep quiet, brothers and sisters?
They are reference to these things. I am not saying
Can
it.
you be
This is
quiet,
from the
please?
Quran and from the Hadiths.
Wait, I cannot hear you. What is the use of you speaking when I cannot hear you?
No.
Please wait. Brothers, sisters, if you want to stop the program, we'll stop it. Do you want to stop the program? So please keep quiet. When someone is posing a question, please keep quiet. When there is time to clap, you can clap. When there is time to say takbir, say takbir. Rest of the time, please keep silent. Jazakallah shukran. Yes, brother.
Okay, so I repeat that after studying it in that 2007, 2008, I find out some Quranic references and hadiths also explain it. Some hadiths, even Sahih hadiths, which are strong hadiths, that all Muslims will taste hell. They will pass through hell before they get to paradise. And I, being a Christian, I look at it that how can I have an offer that says go to paradise directly without fire, and one say you have to go through fire with and after that you go to paradise? Even some hadith even says that the prophet.
I heard your question. I got your question. Is there a question?
Just a last one to their question. That some hadith even shows that the prophet himself says in some places that even him, when everybody is born in the fire of hell, it remains the mark of worship, and Allah will shovel some people out of it.
Pull out, yeah.
And even him is not sure if he will be among those who will be shoveled out, and same water will pour on it. So
I heard your question. I understood very clearly.
okay.
Finish. You have too long. You want to give a speech here?
No.
I
So-
understood your question 100%.
So
Finish.
I should.
Yes, I want to answer it now.
Okay, thank you, sir.
The brother said that. I'll repeat your question in short.
Inshallah. No, he's about to repeat the question. Please, I intentionally kept quiet for the brother to ask the question, right? And I think he has done the question. He says, according to the Quran, all Muslims, right? But it's going to be everybody, not only Muslims, but including Muslims. So he was right for saying all Muslims. And I'm going to show you the verse on the screen. And I'm going to show you their own scholars, their own hadiths, their own tafsir, their own commentary on this verse and what the Quran says. Dr. Zakir Naik will refuse. He will what? Refuse to read it for the audience to listen to what the guy is saying. Now he's going to play games here, but I'm going to play it for you. So the brother just Benson, he just asked this question. According to the Quran, all Muslims will go into hellfire and Allah will pull them out, or Allah will bring them out. Everyone is going to be in the hellfire according to Islam, and the righteous one, depending on your deeds. So you don't know how good your deeds are or how bad they are. You are going to be pulled out from the hellfire. So why should he reject Jesus Christ? Because he is being promised that he is going to heaven if he accepts Jesus Christ and follow Jesus Christ. That is a promise. That is a good one. Rather than playing a game of chance, either you maybe you will be pulled out, maybe not. So Dr. Zakir Naik is about to answer this question. Let's listen.
The brother said in 2008, he would have become a Muslim. He was going to become Muslim, but he read the Quran. And the Quran says, all the Muslims will first go to hell. After hell, then they will go to heaven. And even the Prophet himself will first go to hell. Brother, this is the Quran. Where does it say this? You are telling all nonsense.
Okay, can I
read
quote can I quote the reference?
Listen.
I have the reference, sir.
Okay.
So Dr. Zakir Naik, who is a Muslim preacher who is preaching around, is what this brother saying false. Is Dr. Zakir Naik trying to tell us there is nowhere in the Quran where the Quran indicates or tell us that some or everyone is going to be in hell and then they will be brought out. You see the point here? So he's not trying to play games on the brother. Say the brother is talking nonsense. The brother is talking nonsense. Nowhere in the Quran it says Muslims will go to hell. Is he sure? Let's continue.
Give the reference.
Okay, first of all, you have it in
give
Quran.
the reference. Wait. Give
Yes.
the reference where it says all Muslims will go to hell first. Where does it say?
Okay.
I have read the Quran 100 times, more than 100 times.
You may not hear it in that same word, but I'll quote it.
Give
Quran
me the
chapter 19.
reference. Give me the reference.
Surah to Maryam,
Sorry, Surah Maryam, chapter number 19. Yes.
verse number 68 to 72. I think emphasis is laid in 71.
Chapter 19.
Yes.
Surah Maryam. Verse number? Shh. Will you all keep quiet? Will you all behave yourself? If you all don't know how to behave yourself when a non-Muslim is asking a question on the Quran and you all are screaming, shame on you.
Shame on you.
Shame on you. A non-Muslim wants to know about the Quran. He wants to accept Islam and you all are shouting. What's happened to the Muslim Ummah? Yes, Maryam.
Surah to Maryam, ayah.
Dr. Zakir Naik is now like schooling or trying to put some manners according to this video in the Nigerian Muslims. You see, while he's talking to them, they brought him there and this is their reward. Okay, let's continue.
68 to 72.
68.
To 72.
68, okay.
And there's another reference also, but we'll start with that.
Where does it say?
Okay,
Where does it say all Muslims will be put to hell?
71. If you can read it, and I can read from here, or anybody can bring an English Quran, we can read it. 68 to 71. If anybody I have the Quran on my phone, but if you want them to bring a physical Quran with English, I can come and
No,
read
I'm
it.
English, Arabic. I've got both Arabic and English both.
Yes,
So
that's what
if
I'm
there's a
saying.
mistake, I can check up in
71.
Arabic.
71.
Where does 71 say Muslim will go to hell? Where
Okay,
does,
okay, can
71. So why Dr. Zakir Naik, he should have read it. Read it out so that people will hear you. Let me read 71 because the guy said, and Brother Benson, he said the emphasis is on 71, 72. The emphasis that the point that he is trying to make. The reason why he is there for understanding is 71, 72. He said it in this audio, right? And this is what 71, 72 says. It says it's right there. And there is none of you except he will come to it. Okay? This is the decree. This is upon your Lord an inevitable decree. So what this verse is saying is none of you, okay, and there is none of you, of all of you, Muslims, non-Muslims, none of you who will not come to it. To it, this is speaking about the hellfire. Dr. Zakir Naik, they know that according to the context, they know in the verse number 72, then we will save those, listen carefully, then we will save those who feared Allah and leave the wrongdoers within it on their knees. So the verse is clear. What this verse is speaking about is you will come to hellfire. And the Muslims, look at this, then we, Allah, will save those who feared Allah. So even those who feared Allah, they will be in it. They will come to it. They will come to the hellfire. And then Allah will then pull you up. This is what the verse is saying. This is what the verse is saying. Dr. Zakir Naik, because he is not truthful, he said he has read the Quran 100 times. That is what he said in this video, 100 times. So is he telling us he has never come across this verse saying that everyone will go in there? It is not speaking about only the non-believers, because it clearly says, then we will save those who feared Allah and leave the wrongdoers within it on their knees. So the Muslims themselves, they will be in hellfire. And Allah is going to take them out from hellfire. This is what the verse is saying. Dr. Zakir Naik said he has never seen this verse in the Quran before, but he never read it. He said, show me where it says Muslims. Now he's looking for the specific word Muslim. Is he an honest person? And this is the guy they are putting their salvation upon. They are listening to this guy. Let's look at their own tafsir, okay, commentary. Let's check out the commentaries of this verse, okay? Quran chapter 19, verse number 71, right? This is the verse. Let me look at the tafsir for you. It is on the screen. That is why I say, whenever I am speaking about someone's religion, I don't want to like say something on top of my head. I want it to be genuine. That I bring your own references, your own sources to prove the point. This is what your book teaches. If your book is so good and so great and so marvelous, why would you be ashamed of what Allah said in the Quran? Why would you be ashamed? I don't understand. Why don't you say the truth? Yes, this is what Allah said, and so be it. We stand by it. But he's trying to lie, say the guy is like what the Christian brother is asking is not true. But let's look at their own sources. Okay? It is right there in your face. This is Ibn Abbas, Tafsir Ibn Abbas. That is the cousin of Prophet Muhammad. There is not one of you but shall approach it. There is not a single one of you, to the exclusion of prophets and messengers, save that he will enter it, i.e., hell. So the it is speaking about, i.e., that is hell. That's what the Quran said. That's what I was saying. So you will come to it. You will come to hell. This is their own scholars saying this thing, and they will say, I am the liar. I am a liar. That's what they are going to claim, that I am lying, even though I am showing you right there on the screen. And Dr. Zakir Naik is lying. You couldn't speak the truth, because the brother was asking this question. Is it true that's what the Quran says? He said, no, nowhere the Quran says something like this. But their own scholar, this is Ibn Abbas, according to their own sources, Prophet Muhammad prayed to Allah that Ibn Abbas should have the knowledge to explain the Quran better than anybody. And Ibn Abbas is speaking, everyone is going to be in the hellfire except the prophet. According to this tafsir, is exclusion of the prophet and the messengers. So Dr. Zakir Naik is going to be in there. Who? You are going to be in there. I am going to be in there. And based on your deeds, then you come out. But who is going to? Your deeds, right? So it depends. If Allah says your deeds was not sufficient, you are going to remain there. That is a fixed ordinance of your Lord. It is a decree. It is a decree that must necessarily take place. So this is something it has to take place. That's what your own sources are saying. This is inevitable. It is a decree. It has to take place. You will go to hellfire. Dr. Zakir Naik lying to the people, saying nowhere in the Quran says this. Nowhere. You get a point. Let me show you. And this tafsir Ibn Abbas, right? Look at another tafsir. Their own sources are Jalalain. Okay, Jalalain. There is not one of you but shall come to it. That is, shall enter hell. There is not one of you that shall enter hell. According to this tafsir, he never make any exclusions. That is an inevitable inevitability, okay, decreed by your Lord. That is something, it has to happen. You will enter hell. You will enter hell. Jesus Christ has given us the assurance, if you accept him, you will not enter hell. Allah, he has made a decree. You will enter hell. No matter how good you are, you will enter hell, because you're not a prophet. If you go according to Ibn Abbas, okay, inevitable, okay, and he decreed. That's what they decree from Allah. When you go to Ibn Kathir, according to Ibn Kathir, okay, everyone will be brought to hell. Then the righteous will be saved. This is the topic of Ibn Kathir's statement. Everyone will be brought to hell. Ibn Kathir is there. You can see it clearly. Speaking about Quran chapter 19, 71 to 72. And that's what the Quran is also saying. Quran 71 to 72, it is saying, then we will save those who feared Allah and leave the wrongdoers within it on their knees. So how come we can find this in the Quran, we can find this in their books, and Dr. Zakir Naik said he has read the Quran 100 times. And this guy, this is his own book. He don't even know what is in his book. And he's come to teach me the Bible. He is going to teach me the Bible. He's going to teach you the Bible. He's going to tell you what the Bible says and what Jesus meant when he said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. This is the guy who doesn't even know what his own Quran says, and he's going to tell us what Jesus is saying in the Bible. Okay, let's continue with his video.
It from here, so that we can.
No, where's the word Muslim mentioned here? For show me which ayah mentions Muslim. It is talking about somebody else. It's talking about the evil one who will go to hell first. Where does it say Muslims?
Did you hear that? You see his lies? You see his lies, and this is what I was saying before. You see, when the guy is asking these questions, he is facing Dr. Zakir Naik, who has a lot of people backing him up, and then he has the bigger microphone. So when he shouts, when he speaks you down, when he's speaking down on you, you feel you feel uncomfortable, a little bit uncomfortable. And maybe you even mix your thoughts. What you wanted to say, you can mix some things, right? But let's continue.
Okay, let me read. If that's not convincing, let me read.
Tell me which verse says Muslim.
Yes, let me read it. Let me read it out.
Okay, tell me verse number.
Okay, good.
Verse number 71. I've already shown it to you. Verse number 71, right? It is clear, and then I have shown you the tafsir. I've shown you the commentary on verse number 71. And as I'm saying, you can also call in. If you want to call in, maybe I am mistaken, you can call in, okay? You can also join in with the link.
Let me read it out.
Verse number which?
Let me check and read
Which verse are you reading? I want to know.
71, 72.
In
So,
71, 72, the word Muslim doesn't exist.
Okay,
read.
now, then.
Did you hear that? The word Muslim doesn't exist. So now he's looking for the word Muslim. You see the logic here. The same thing he says. Where did Jesus say, I am God? Where did Jesus say, I am God, worship me? If you don't get this clear statement, Jesus saying, I am God, then it doesn't mean it's true. Jesus is not God. The same logic is applying here. The verse is clear cut. Let me change the translation, because according to the Quran, they depend on which translation that you are using. This one that you are watching right now is Sahih International, right? So maybe you will say Sahih International favors what I'm trying to, my point. Let me take Yusuf Ali. Let's see what Yusuf Ali says, okay? Okay, this is what Yusuf Ali says. Not one of you, but will pass over it. What? Will pass over it. The it here referring to her. This is with thy Lord a decree which must be accomplished. So this one he's speaking about passing over it, but he's still speaking about what? Hellfire. But we shall save those who guarded against evil, and we shall leave the wrongdoers therein to their knees. This is what this verse is also saying. Sahih Yusuf Ali. Let me pick this another translator and see what it says here. This is Hilali and Khan. Hilali and Khan. Dr. Zakir Naik is trying to play smart. So where does it say Muslims? Where does it say Muslims? It's speaking about all of you. Let me see. All of you, okay? There is not one of you, but will pass over it, which is the hell. This is with your Lord, a decree which must be accomplished, as you can see clearly. The it there is referring to hellfire. And not one of you will pass, including Zakir Naik. But now he's looking for the word Muslim. If you don't find the word Muslim, it's not talking about Muslims. But then we shall save those who used to fear Allah. Who were those who used to fear Allah? Dr. Zakir Naik said, we want to see the word Muslim. I don't understand. I don't know. If I find somebody who is saying he's preaching the gospel and he's lying like this about, I will not follow him. Because to me, my salvation is not based on what a preacher is saying. It's based on what the Bible is saying. Nobody can, unless I don't know. But if it is shown to you that Zakir Naik is lying, Zakir Naik is lying clearly, you know he was lying to the Christian brother. He was pretending that the verse is not saying what it is saying. Let's continue. So you can see it clearly. And we shall save those who used to fear Allah. Who were those who used to fear Allah? Is it not the Muslims? Is it not the Muslims who fear Allah?
That's why I quote. My reference is from 68.
Okay,
to
68 also doesn't quote.
Oh, yeah, let me
68
read.
doesn't say Muslim anywhere.
Let me read. Even I can read from anywhere, any place. Okay, from 66.
Okay.
And man says 66 now.
So let's hear this is what I was saying. This brother Benson, he needed to focus on 71, 72 because that is the main focus. But I see because the tension that it's on you when you are singled out, speaking to somebody like Zakir Naik on the high table, and he is shouting and he's trying to present to you as if you don't know what you're talking about, as if you are a liar. This is the kind of things that if you are not very careful, it will like make you like even miss your thoughts, what you're trying to say. So he started reading verse number 68. But the main point is verse number 71 and 72. And I have shown it clearly on the screen. Dr. Zakir Naik, who has read the Quran for 100 times, hasn't seen this verse, doesn't know that according to Allah has decreed that everyone is going to hellfire and then he's going to pull them people out. He has read the Quran 100 times, he never heard it. So why do you wonder if a common Muslim, a normal Muslim who is like on social media, doesn't know anything? You see that there is no surprise anymore, because if that is what Zakir Naik, the scholar, the Zakir Naik, the Muslim preacher who has been preaching the same thing for over a decade, doesn't know these verses in the Quran. Are you surprised now? No, you are not surprised. You shouldn't be. Let's continue.
Okay.
Can it be that when I am dead, I will be brought alive? Does man not remember that when created him, earlier when he was nothing,
Correct.
But your Lord, we will surely aid them and the devil.
And the
devil.
Repeat, devil.
Yes.
Devil.
Yes.
Allah is talking about devils now.
And the devil.
Yes.
Then we will surely bring them around hell on their nails.
Correct.
Then out of every set, we will surely snatch those most defiant to the all-merciful.
No, read correctly. You are reading half. Read correctly again that verse.
This is from my own.
Read 68. Read 68 again.
No, okay.
We are going to read. We are going to read all of them. Okay, hold on.
68 says.
So thy
Says,
Lord.
But okay, sorry. But your Lord, we will surely aid them and the devil.
Devil, yes.
Yes. Then we will surely bring them around hell on their knees.
Okay.
And
Next.
I continue.
69.
Then out of every set, we will surely snatch those most defiant to the all-merciful.
Correct. All those who are against Allah.
Yes.
So it's not talking about Muslims.
We are
It's
still
talking
reading.
about those who are against Allah.
We have not finished, sir. We have not finished,
No,
sir.
read the full verse correctly. Read 69. Then
70.
shall we certainly
70.
drag out from every sect all those who were versed in obstinate rebellions against Allah, most gracious.
Yes, I
So
said
this verse is
72.
talking about those who
I
are
didn't stop
Allah most gracious,
I didn't
not
stop at
about
69.
Muslims.
No, let me continue. Let me read the Quran first
But
before
for-
you give an explanation. Let me read the
So
Quran.
do you understand talking about those who are against Allah?
Sheikh Zakir Naik, let me read the Quran. Al-Quran. This is the Al-Quran. Let me
Correct,
read it
Al-Quran.
completely
Yes,
first
yes.
before you give explanation. So, 70. 70 says, then we surely know better of those who are most deserving to roast in it.
Okay.
But every single one of you is born to approach it. This has been a decree, unavoidable decree of your Lord. Then we will deliver those who were mindful of God and live unjust on their nails. So
Very good.
if you can read that even in your own English,
I'm
you will see
reading.
that it will
I'm reading in Arabic also
No.
and English also.
Read
Nowhere
it
does
out.
it say Muslim.
Okay.
It's talking about the devil and those who are followers of the devil who are enemies of Islam. Correct.
That's why I
Where
said
does it say Muslim? In
Read
the
it.
full Arabic text, there is no Muslim.
Okay,
In the
number-
English text, there is no Muslim.
Okay.
Why are you trying to fool the people?
No, sir.
You see the point here? The guy is pleading. Read it. Read 71. Read 71 and 72. Read it from your own side. But you see the loud mouth. And this is what I mean. When you are standing in public like this, speaking to a guy like him, and this Muslim crowd behind him, and if you mistakenly say something that they consider to be blasphemy, you know what is going to happen. So he said, read it. Read your translation, Dr. Zakir Naik. He is ashamed to read it. He's afraid to read the Quran 71 out loud because it will expose him. Because when he reads it, it will expose what he said. Show me where it says Muslim. Allah said everyone will go. Everyone. And everyone is a decree. So what do you mean you have to show where it says Muslim? You see the point here? And then maybe, I don't know why you will sit in a room, you will put your salvation on the line. You just want to be part of a movement. People just want to be part of something. So whatever, you see now, a lot of people, when you go here, right, when there is like a demonstration, they just want to be part of something. So they just go and join the demonstration. Even maybe the demonstration is against them, is going against it, but he just wants to they see the kind of people doing this demonstration, and then he just go and follow them. If your salvation, you see, we are all going to die. And then if you believe there is a hereafter, and you're gonna sit there and just follow the crowd and follow the man who is clearly lying. That's why he wasn't able to read his own Quran.
The Hadith explain it better. We said if you did not get it, I can give another Quranic verse.
I'm not getting it. I can understand even in your language. Nowhere the word Muslim mentioned. Even in your English language, it's talking about the devil and those who are obstinate against the most gracious Allah.
Okay.
So Allah will bring them and put them in hell. What is
Now,
the problem?
But why did he say that?
Please don't waste people's time. You
Yes,
read, you took so much time. I gave you time.
Did you see the point here? The kind of pressure he's putting on the guy. But the guy was right. Benson was right. The Quran is clear. So Benson started reading from 68. Just stick with 71. Stick with 71 and 72. 71 and 72 clearly says they are going to go in hell. 71, 72. It clearly says it. That's what Zakir Naik is refusing to read it. There is not one of you. What does it mean? There is not one of you, but will pass over it. Hell, this is with your Lord a decree which must be accomplished. Then we shall save those who used to fear Allah. Who are those who used to fear Allah? Are they the Christians, the Jews, the Serbians? Who are those who are they the polytheists? Who are those who used to fear Allah? So Zakir Naik is intentionally refusing to read the verse. And then he's focusing on the previous verse that he read. Right? He read from 68. Let's try and read it from 68, okay? And please forgive me for my poor reading. That is why it's on the screen. I know you can read better than me. Maybe you can mute me on this particular page and you read it for yourself or just pause it. So by your Lord, surely we shall gather them together, and also the shaitan or the devil with them. Did you hear that? According to this translation. So we say we shall gather them together, and also the devils with them. What does it mean? Who is those is going together? Is it not going to be the righteous people? I don't know. Let's continue, okay? Then we shall bring them round hell on their knees. So together with the devil, we shall gather them together with the devil. We shall bring them to the hellfire. Okay, verse 69. Then indeed we shall drag out from every sect all those who were worse in obstinate rebellion against the most beneficent. So from every sect, there are going to be sects. Maybe he's talking about Sunni, Shia, Ahmadiyya, I don't know. Okay, so I'm just reading what it says there. He's going to bring out some people from the sects. Okay, let's continue. Verse 70. Then verily we know best those who are most worthy of being burnt therein. The liars, maybe, we know Allah is speaking here, okay? We know best. Allah knows best. Allahu alam. Okay? Verse number 71. There is not one of you but will pass over it. This is a statement from Allah. Zakir Naik is refusing to read this verse. He's refusing to let the people hear it from him. He's lying to the people. He's ashamed of the teachings of Islam. I don't know why. This is with your Lord a decree which must be accomplished. Verse number 72. Then we shall save those who used to fear Allah. Who are those? The Muslims, and were dutiful to him. And we shall leave the polytheists, the wrongdoers, okay, therein on to their knees in hell. That's what the verse is saying here. So the Muslims are going to be in hell. Allah is going to pull out those fearing of Allah. But Dr. Zakir Naik lying to the people. Nowhere it says Muslim. Nowhere it says Muslim. And if you are a Muslim, you are sitting there, you are applauding him. He's like this corruption. He's corrupting the Bible. He's corrupting the Quran with his mouth. He's corrupting the Quran with his mouth. Like the Quran is saying. The Quran says this: those who corrupt the words with their mouth. And then, even though he's pretending as if the Quran is not saying that Muslims will go into hell, that doesn't mean the Quran has been corrupted. It is only with his mouth. So somebody can corrupt because now he's pretending that the Quran doesn't teach what Brother Benson is asking. That's what Dr. Zakir Naik is doing. He's like pretending that the Quran doesn't teach this, but the guy is like fabricating and trying to deceive people. But he's the one deceiving. He is the one corrupting the Quran with his mouth. But Muslims are all looking at him, not saying anything. A bold Muslim who is proud of his religion, like Boko Haram people, they will say, this is what my book teaches and this is what we should do. We shouldn't lie to our book. That's what they do. They follow what the book says, like Andrew Tate said before. The Boko Haram, they are the true Muslim. That's what Andrew Tate said. The Boko Haram people, they are the true Muslim. They follow according to the book. If you do this, your head needs to chop off. That's what they will do to you. And Zakir Naik, he's just lying. The Quran says, yes, you will enter into hell. He says, no. The Quran doesn't say nowhere Muslims. Let's continue.
Quoting the Quran.
You can read it from your translation.
Even what you read, the word Muslim is not there.
You don't have to be Muslim. He's saying all sects.
He's saying all sects of the devil. All sects of the devil.
And also the hadith. Okay, let me read the hadith so that you can.
He says all sects. He's talking about all human beings. All human beings. That's what the Quran is saying. So if you're a Muslim watching me, who is being honest here? Is it the Christian guy who is trying to ask this question and get a clear answer, or Dr. Zakir Naik, who is being dishonest here, or who is being honest here? Somebody is saying Takia. It's true. Takia, lying. I don't know why he's even ashamed of this. This is what you see. If this is what the Quran says, this is what the Quran says. Yeah, that's what Allah said, and we believe in Allah, and Allah is all powerful. Allah knows best. That is, you shouldn't lie. If this is what Jesus said, at least we don't have this problem because everything Jesus taught us to do, it is beautiful. So we are never ashamed. We don't have to lie to people about what Jesus said or what the Bible teaches us to do. No, we don't lie. You see now, because we have the truth. And if according to you it is a sin, it is bad. According to you, who cares? You are not God. You see now. So we Christians, we don't have to lie. This is what the Bible says. This is what the Bible tells us to do. This is what the Bible teaches. That's what we will tell you. Simple. But Dr. Zakir Naik, you see how he's lying in front of all these Muslims, African Muslims. They brought him in, and then he's lying to them in their face, and nobody's even challenging him.
Be clearer. And another Quranic verse that make it clear. Another Quranic verse, Quran chapter 3, verse 185. Quran chapter 3, verse 185. Also,
I know 3, 185 says, Allah will not accept any religion except Islam. All those who follow any other religion, they shall be put into hell.
Is it true? Is it what Quran chapter 3, 185 says? Let's see. Quran chapter 3, verse 185. This is Dr. Zakir Naik. Let's see what Quran chapter 3, verse 185 says. It says here, according to this translation, every soul will taste death. This is in the Bible already. It was day before. Okay. Every soul shall die, and after death there is judgment. That's what the Bible says. Okay. Every soul will taste death, and you will only be given your compensation on the day of resurrection. right? So he who is drawn away from the fire, okay, and admitted to paradise. So people will be drawn from the fire. Exactly what the brother is saying again. Once again, another verse in the Quran, which is indicating people will be in the fire and they will be drawn from fire to paradise. Look at the guy, he's giving you clear references. Dr. Zakir, did you hear what he said? He said, Quran chapter 3, verse 185 is saying, all the false religions will go to hellfire. Let's listen. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The guy is literally, let's
I want to read I want to just read 3 verse 185. Quran chapter 3 verse 185. Also,
Yeah, I know 3:185 says, Allah will not accept any religion except Islam. All those who follow any other religion, they shall be put into hell.
Is that what 3:185 saying? Allah shall not. He said, I know. This is what he said. He said, I know Quran chapter 3, 185. Allah shall not receive any religion or accept any religion except Islam. Any other religion, you will be thrown in hellfire. That's what he said. He said, I know. Quran chapter 3, 185. One more time for people who don't want to hear. Okay, one more time.
Another Quran verse, Quran chapter 3, verse 185. Quran chapter 3, verse 185. Also,
Yeah, I know 3:185 says, Allah will not accept any religion except Islam. All those who follow any other religion, they shall be put into hell.
Is that what Quran chapter 3, verse 185 says? Allah shall not accept any religion? Look, lying. Hey, Quran chapter 3, verse 185. Maybe he's reading from the washed Quran. Maybe he's reading from another Arabic Quran, because there are Arabic Qurans, different ones. Aduri Quran, Wash Quran, Hafs Quran, okay? Because maybe he has a different Quran, I don't know, because this is what Quran chapter 3, verse 185 says. Zakir Naik, big. As I'm saying, you don't have to believe me. I'm doing my best to present it on the screen. You see, my English is poor. A lot of people will not even try to come on live, try to speak to people with this kind of English that I'm speaking. But I'm trying my best because of the love I have for guys. I want people to be saved. The idea that you could be saved, I like this idea. I want you to be saved too. You see now, I want you to be saved. So I'm trying my best, even with my poor English, even if the ability of expressing myself is poor, I am still trying my best, okay? So Dr. Zakir Naik, you were wrong. You don't know this verse. And this verse is saying people are going to be dragged from hell. Okay? They are going to be so he who is drawn away from the fire and attained the paradise has attained his desire. And what is the life of this world except the enjoyment of delusion? So the hereafter is more important, because that's where you're going to be everlasting. And then you are putting this salvation, you are just following the crowd. You are just following the people who are like lying to your face, and you are accepting it. So Zakir Naik just wanted to bully the Brother Benson. He wanted to bully him to pretend as if he doesn't know what he's talking about. But all the verses that he quoted is indicating Dr. Zakir Naik, who has read the Quran 100 times according to him, doesn't know these verses from the Quran, that Muslims are going to be in hellfire and the righteous ones are going to be dragged out. He doesn't know this. Okay.
Now, from here, I want to read it. I want to just read it.
I'm telling.
And we'll just read the hadith to confirm it.
It
Just
doesn't say Muslims. It is talking about those who are against Allah. Anyone who desires a religion other than Allah, it will never be acceptable of him.
Is it true? Is it what the Quran is saying? Even according to Quran chapter 2, let me see. Let's see. This statement that he's making, right? That's what I mean. The Quran, there's a little bit confusion in there. Quran chapter 2, verse, I think 62, right? It says, what Dr. Zakir Naik said, it made me remind of something here, right? I'm trying to find this. Verily, those who believe and those who are Jews and Christians and Sabians, whoever believes in Allah, okay, and the last day and do righteous deeds shall have their rewards with their Lord. So Dr. Zakir Naik is saying there, so according to this statement, the Jews and the Christians and the Serbians, who are the Serbians? Who are the Serbians? What do they worship? They are still going to, if they accept Allah, even though they are Christians. So who is a Christian? Who is a Jew? All these people are still going to have their right, and if they accept Allah or they believe in the last day. So is there a contradiction? Because Dr. Zakir Naik is saying, do you hear what Dr. Zakir Naik said? And no other religion is going to be accepted. But this verse is saying the Christians and the Jews, if they believe in Allah, they are going to be accepted. So is that a contradiction? Think about it. This verse is there, and there is another verse saying nobody is going to be accepted. So who is fooling who? Let's go. Let's continue. Okay.
Every soul shall have a taste of death.
I'm reading here. Then we read.
Brother,
Now he's reading the verse. Now I think he has opened the verse, Quran chapter 3, verse 185. So now he's saying every soul shall taste the death. Now he has opened the verse. Before, what he was saying was totally wrong. He didn't know. Okay.
now, brother, you are close to accepting Islam. I think it's a story. It's a story. It's a story because they wanted to misguide the people. Brother, what's your name? Brother, what's your name?
My name is Benson.
Benson.
Yes.
Benson.
Yes.
Brother Benson, I doubt whether you wanted to accept Islam in 2008.
I want
What?
to. My
Very
best
good.
friend. Let me give you a narration about it.
See, the thing is, I don't know, if you are a Christian, right, and you have a question for a Muslim, it doesn't matter which Muslim. If you are going to ask this question, make sure you have your references ready. Even if it is in the Quran, they know it is there, but they will still ask you, where is your reference? Show us, which verse. The Quran says Allah cannot have a son because he doesn't have a wife. That's what the Quran says, right? Is which verse? Even though he knows. So if you are not prepared, if you don't have the reference anywhere written down, which you can pull out and say it directly or something, they will say, look at this ignorant person. He's going to make noise, and they will make you seem like you don't know what you're talking about. They will pretend as if it's not even in the Quran. So you always have to get the references ready before you call in. Before you ask, your references is ready. So when he asks you, you give him the reference, and you give him another reference, and then you stick on the reference that you have. Because if you don't, or you have, make a screenshot so you can read it out. Not only the reference or the verse and the chapter. A screenshot, you read it out, be ready. Because if you don't, they will frustrate you. Trust me. So Dr. Zakir Naik is trying to play games. He said the guy, Brother Benson, came there just to play games on them. Because that's what they do. You see, now he's now projecting. Every time they go and they say, oh, somebody has a Christian. Always they use the word Christian. Go on TikTok right now. If you go on TikTok right now, that's the new trend. The new trend is somebody who never practiced anything about Christianity, a white lady, a girl, a young girl. Oh, I was a Christian and I started reading the Quran, and the Quran is so beautiful. Oh, mashallah. He just started reading the Quran. She just started reading the Quran. Oh, mashallah. Allah. It's a trend. And then the followers, boom, they get 1 million views all of a sudden. You see now it's a trend now. But it's okay. The more they trend with this, later on it will all fall apart. They will see. So because they do that, they always bring somebody. I'm a Christian. I used to be a pastor, and this and that, and this and that. Now I'm a Muslim. Okay. So he thinks that is the same with the Christian. We don't need that. We don't need quantity. We need quality. We don't need quantity. You see now, Christianity is the leading religion today. Christians don't go around boasting. The Muslims keep on. Islam is the fastest growing religion, but it's still number 2. It's still behind Christianity. So the leading religion, then we must be the truth too. Then no logic. I don't get him.
My best friend who is a Muslim, I'm a Christian. We share everything in common. It's the one that we discovered that the only thing we didn't share in common.
But now, do you know you made a mistake? Your friend may not be an expert in the Quran, correct?
My friend is a Christian today. 2012, he has become a Christian. And he's an afar.
Your friend, according, that's the reason your friend that told you doesn't know the Quran. And you misguided him.
No.
So you
he reads it
misguided.
himself.
Instead of him taking you to Islam, you took him from the right path to the wrong path. I told you first, your friend doesn't know the Quran. You misguided him. And now you're trying to misguide us also. Correct?
Correct? Look at it. What do you mean correct? The guy is your Quran, the whole your own Quran. You are refusing to read it first of all, and then he asked his Muslim friend who came to Christianity to the truth, read the Quran and with open mind, right, to understand what he's reading, not in Arabic but in a language that he understands. And according to what he read, this is what Allah is saying, that he will go to hellfire. Who wants to be in hellfire? Who wants to be there, even for a minute? Nobody. No, I don't. At least not a reasonable person will rather choose to be in hellfire if you have the option not to be in hellfire. No reasonable person will choose. It's like choosing to be like in the worst prison ever for 24 hours and having the option not to even come close to this prison. Which reasonable person will say, oh, I want to be in this prison, the worst prison in which everything can happen with you. Within 10 minutes, if you enter to this prison, within 10 minutes, everything can happen to you. Which reasonable? Nobody wants to go to hellfire, okay? But they read the Quran chapter 19, verse number 71 to 72, is saying you will go to hellfire. And then, based on your deeds, and it's Allah who is going to determine if your deeds are of sufficient. It's not you. You don't know your deed. How do you weigh your good and your bad deeds? I am a sinner. I'm a bad person. So even if I have done good before, how do I know that good weighs more than my bad deeds? Okay, the link is there. Maybe I have to put the link there one more time, because if a Muslim can join, they see it clearly, right? The Muslims see it clearly, but some of them, they are afraid to speak out. They're afraid to say, okay, but you have to be a man. You have to be a grown person. Okay, nobody's insulting nobody here, but we're speaking the truth.
Your friend, I want to become Muslim. I'll show you the Quran. No, Quran says you go to hell. No, become a Christian. He became a Christian because he doesn't know the Quran. Brother, I'm talking to you, looking inside.
Okay, I want to just read it.
I'm talking to you, looking inside.
Okay, no, I'm listening to you, sir.
Brother, you quoted 2 verses. Both the verses don't talk about Muslims in hell. Why are you wasting your time?
Do you want to?
You have to agree you made a mistake. Say sorry and let us give a chance to her, please.
Okay, sir.
If you make a mistake, say sorry at least.
No,
say at least sorry. No. Say sorry, I made a mistake.
No, I didn't make any mistake.
Okay, then you don't accept your mistake, then you're a liar according to me.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Can we have the next question, sister?
Did you see the pressure he was trying to put on the guy, on Benson? Did you see the pressure? And this is the whole point. If you don't come prepared, but Benson, he was prepared, he was ready. He never apologized for speaking the truth. Zakir Naik is the one who needs to apologize for lying to his followers and pretending the Quran doesn't teach this, even though all his sources teaches this or says this, that yes, Muslims will enter hellfire and Allah will pick them up. The link is there right now. Okay, the video has ended. You all see the question was asked. The video has ended. This is a short reaction video about if you are a Muslim, nobody is insulting you. I'm not insulting you as a Muslim. People have to understand when somebody is asking questions about Islam, it's not an insult to a Muslim. The Islam is for mankind. The Quran is for mankind. The religion is for mankind. We have to ask questions. If it is from God, then there should be no problem for people asking questions, right? We have to be able to ask questions without being attacked or without being called names or something like this. At least let people ask questions, okay? Seto SSK. Somebody is here. Okay, let me try and answer some questions here. Which pressure? The guy is mentioning wrong things. You are here. You are there saying what? What did the guy mention that was wrong? Please, can you give us what the guy mentioned? This is a Muslim brother. This Muslim brother, okay? He said the guy Benson was mentioning something wrong. Which was that? Please tell us. And explain to us Quran chapter 19, verse number 71. And this is what I mean. It is as if some of the Muslims, they don't care about the truth. They don't care. You show them Dr. Zakir Naik is lying about the Quran, but the Muslim will rather defend Dr. Zakir Naik instead of the Quran. Instead of the Muslim to say Dr. Zakir Naik was lying. Yes, the Quran says you will go to hell. He is here now defending Dr. Zakir Naik instead of the Quran. Let's see. But let me read this one. Did you read the verse the guy quoted? It is on the screen right now. You see now, ignorant. He came in, he doesn't even know, and then he's quoting, he's writing something. That is what the mentality of a Muslim. He thinks he has to defend. We have to defend. So when he comes in, and even though the Muslim was wrong, he thinks it is his duty to defend. It is on the screen right now. The verse is on the screen. Can you please explain this verse to us, what the verse is saying? Because we have already explained it. We have already checked the tafsir. We have checked tafsir Ibn Kathir. And tafsir Ibn Kathir said, everyone will be brought to hell, then the righteous will be saved. So what do you say about this? Okay, somebody's calling. Let me pick this call. Hello? Yeah, evening. Who is speaking? Where are you speaking from?
Hello?
Yeah. Everything is fine here, okay? I'm live right now. Are you calling because of the live program? Okay. The call has dropped again, okay? So as usual, the Muslim will come in, okay? Look at this, the Muslim brother again. Read from 70 to where you show it is our duty to tell you what you say wrong. It is what is wrong with this guy? Let me see. Verse 70. Okay, let me see. This is verse 70. Okay. So can you be a man? Can you be a man and come and explain this to us and tell us that Muslims will not enter into hellfire and Allah will pull you out? Can you be a man and call in and come and explain this to us? There it is on the screen. Okay, let me see this brother here. Somebody was also writing a lot of stuff. Malam them, Malam them doll very badly. Okay, it's amazing. The truth is clear right in their face, and they will deny it, and they will call you the liar. I don't know. You see, when I was before, I wasn't a Christian. When I wasn't following the Bible and religion, right? I wasn't like this. If somebody shows you something which is clear, I have dignity in me. Even if I don't accept the Bible and somebody shows me what the Bible is saying, I have to say, hey, this is what the Bible is saying. Somebody is showing me what the Quran is saying, even though I don't believe in the Quran, I have to go, yeah, this is what the Quran is saying. I don't have to say, no, the Bible didn't say this. The Bible is saying this according to the context. So maybe there is a context. You explain this to us. Let's see. I thought Muslims who have courage and knowledge will call in, right? But as usual, they will rather defend a man, Dr. Zakir Naik, and leave the Quran. Disrespectful. Okay, disrespectful. Let me see some of the comments. This brother is writing a lot of things, okay? But I don't know why he's not calling in. Just for your knowledge, this is the end of the Sabbath year. Okay, I don't know what this means. No religion will be. I don't know what that means. Exactly. Jesus Christ is the Lord over all. Exactly. Okay. You are making nonsense work. That's what he said. Okay. Not Zakir Naik. Not Zakir Naik, who is like deceiving people. He's not making nonsense work. The one who is showing you the truth about what Zakir Naik was saying, he's the one making nonsense work. It is okay. Even if I can, a one person with clear mind, listen to my video with this and understands the point that I'm making, I appreciate it. I don't care about what you said because obviously you are in the dark. You don't want to see the light. Okay. Okay. Mechiachia will be our greetings to everybody. Please kindly share this video for us. Invite people, tag people. And as you can see, I have made the point clear here for everyone. Okay? Zakir Naik, what he was saying is not true. He's ashamed of his own scripture. He's ashamed. He's now pretending as if the Quran is not teaching this. That is the whole point. Be careful. Don't put your salvation in the hands of somebody who cannot even speak the truth from his own book. And he's going to tell me, show me emphatically the same logic he brought here. Show me where Jesus Christ said, I am God, worship me. And this is what Ahmedidat said. Listen.
You see, there are so many ways of saying the same thing. You see, there are so many ways of saying the same thing. You see, there are so many ways of saying the same thing. You say the same thing, you don't put it in that order.
There are so many ways of saying the same thing. So Jesus Christ can say, I am God in so many ways. He doesn't have to use the same words, I am God. The verse doesn't have to say Muslim. It doesn't have to use the word Muslims. But it can say, you as a Muslim, you go to hellfire. That is the whole point. Zakir Naik is now focusing on the word Muslim. Even though the verse is clear in saying, verse number 72, then we shall save those who used to fear Allah. Those are the Muslims. Zakir Naik refused to read the whole verse, 71 and 72. He refused to read it. He refused to read it because of what? He's ashamed. He doesn't want to let the people know this is what Brother Benson was saying is true. For once again, I have done my part. Okay, I came live for this specific program. I will try and do a lot of these kind of videos so that people will understand. Okay, if you want to follow God, it is a good thing, but at least be honest, be sincere. God doesn't like liars. God doesn't like falsehood. We will not support falsehood. So if your preacher is lying to you, and this goes to you if you're a Christian too, don't let the pastors become your God. Don't let somebody holding the Bible become your God. Whatever he says, now you take whatever he says over what the Bible says. You see, like the Muslim brother was doing right now. He's taking what Dr. Zakir Naik is saying over the Quran. The Quran saying, yes, you enter hell as a Muslim. Dr. Zakir Naik said, no, it's nowhere he says this. And the Muslim brother, they are following Dr. Zakir Naik. You see now, don't be like this. When the pastor says something and it's against the Quran, against the Bible, you follow what the Bible says. The Bible says, don't let anybody deceive you. Follow Jesus Christ. He is the Savior. He is the Lord, not the pastor. The pastor himself, he needs to be saved too. The pastor is a sinner. Every pastor is a sinner. That's what Jesus said. You get it? It's not an insult. If a pastor refuses to accept that he's a sinner, run away from him. He's not God. Then he's trying to claim he is God. So everyone is a sinner, the pastor, including the pastor. Okay? Jesus said, no one is good, only God is good. So be careful. Don't let no one deceive you, because those who they are out there. They are out there. The false people, they are out there. They want to deceive people. They want to eat of you. If you allow them, they will do it too. I will end the conversation, okay? Because as usual, no Muslim is going to have the courage to call in and to at least let me know where I am wrong. Not to call in and insult me. Maybe to call in and educate me. At least know whatever you are saying, Seto, you are wrong because of this and that and this and that. Nobody, you see now, no Muslim is calling. The chances are there. The WhatsApp link is there. WhatsApp number is there. Nobody's calling. I have posted in the link to several times. Nobody's calling. And that is the meaning. That is the reason why we have the truth, right? Because the truth is on our side. They are not going to call in. I will leave this conversation here, and then also leave. Let's say, I'll maybe tomorrow or whenever I have the opportunity, I will come back live and do a second video. Okay. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Said he loved the show. Thank you too. Next time, maybe you can join in and you can share your opinion too. Okay. Seto SSK. Please follow the pages. Okay. A good thing. I will really be glad if you follow the YouTube page. The YouTube page. The reason is that the Facebook page, right? They restrict it anyhow. They restrict the Facebook pages anyhow. You go to sleep, you come back the next day, you have received a restriction because somebody will report your page, and Facebook will just restrict the page. And right now I am under restriction. So maybe they will say, okay, because you don't even know what you're going to post. You can post a Quranic verse, and according to the Facebook page, they will say it is against our community guidelines. You see now. So if you follow the YouTube page too, if you don't see me on live, if you don't see me online for a while, probably then I have been blocked, because you don't know when you are going to get blocked. You can be blocked at any moment, and when you get blocked, maybe you have to 30 days. You are outside. Okay, then I will be on Facebook, on YouTube. So please follow the YouTube page. If you are following this page, follow the YouTube page. Just like the page. Seto SSK is the YouTube page. Go there right now. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. And then if I come live, if you don't see me live on Facebook, you'll find me there on YouTube. Please, okay? And support the YouTube channel too by just liking the videos or doing whatever, sharing it or something like this, okay? I'll end this conversation here. Okay, so if wherever you are watching me from, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the page. As usual, look at what somebody say. Jesus never said he is a Christian. I agree with you. It's true. It's true. Jesus never said he is a Christian. Did Muhammad say he is a Sunni Muslim? Look at the logic of some of the Muslims. I don't get it. Did Muhammad say he was a Sunni? Or maybe he said he was a Shia. Is Muhammad a Sunni Muslim? Did Allah say he was a Muslim? This is the question that you are asking me. This is the question that you are asking me. Okay. Did Gabriel say he was a Muslim? Thanks. Watching me from UK. Greetings. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Yes, we know Jesus never said he's a Muslim, Christian, and he is not a Christian. Jesus, we follow Christ. We are the Christian. He is our Savior. He is our God. No, we don't believe that, okay? It is okay. Seto SSK, okay. Did he say he was a Muslim? Okay, did Jesus say he was a Muslim? Did he say he worshiped Allah? It says, may your actions be good for blessings. Okay. Amen. I hope you mean good, okay? Because I have good intentions. I don't want people to think like I'm attacking. That's why I don't come here and insult people. I want people to get the message, what the Bible says, what the Quran says, what I've known from the Bible, what I know from the Quran, and I want to present to you, okay? But according to this video, Dr. Zakir Naik was the one lying. Okay? You cannot send blessings, okay? I cannot send blessing, but you can send blessing to Prophet Muhammad. Look at this guy. Okay, let me because he's dragging the whole conversation. It's going to get long, okay? So please follow the page, okay? Seto SSK on YouTube. Follow the page over there, and follow the page Seto SSK on YouTube for me, please, okay? I wish that the Muslim would call, but none of them had the courage to call in. So we should just end the conversation here. It's here for Mama bye.
Islam fixes a lot of the problems that men are currently facing. Yeah. The problems we're discussing on this show, Islam fixes all of them.
ISIS are the real Muslims because ISIS do exactly what the book says. Kill everyone who's not a Muslim and chop people's heads off and set them on fire and be fucking raging lunatics.
Inshallah. Welcome to the new Muslim tape.
If you have a problem with feminism, Islam will fix it. If you have a problem with your wife not obeying you, Islam will fix it.
Look at the Muslim world, right? People have their faces covered. A lot of the women have their faces covered. You know what happens when you cover someone's face? What? You dehumanize them. If you have 100 people in a crowd and you see their faces, you can see individuals. When you have 100 people with their faces covered, they're just a number. You dehumanize
of those problems. So if you're going to talk about a belief system that fixes issues, you need to go to Islam.
And I will say this
that will fix everything. I just have absolute, even though I wouldn't identify as Muslim.
Inshallah. Welcome to the new Muslim take.
I have absolute respect for the ideology, respect for the mentality, respect for the warrior aspect of it. I respect it.
They don't play.
They don't play.
ISIS are the real Muslims because ISIS do exactly what the book says. Kill everyone who's not a Muslim and chop people's heads off and set them on fire and be fucking raging lunatics.
Women, everyone's married. Every woman obeys her husband. Every single woman has 4, 5, 6 kids. Big families. All the things we're talking about, all the problems we have here, right? They've got none of that. None of it because of Islam.
Look at the Muslim world, right? People have their faces covered. A lot of the women have their faces covered. You know what happens when you cover someone's face? What? You dehumanize them. If you have 100 people in a crowd and you see their faces, you can see individuals. When you have 100 people with their faces covered, they're just a number. You dehumanize.
Islam keeps society in the role where women obey their man, women have children, women have big families, women are exceptionally happy.